Hey, this is Tom of It's Tom's Life. On this channel, I mostly talk about budgeting and finance, including videos at the start and end of each and every month where I share my actual real life personal budget. Today, I'm going to be going through and reviewing my budget for January 2021, and I'm really excited to show you guys how I've gotten on in the month. I'll be sharing with you how much I earned in January, and I'll be showing you how I spent and saved that money. So without further ado, let's take a look. Just before I start, I'd like to let you guys know that the website I'll be using is a website I'm actually building myself, and it's online, it's free to use, and I'll leave a link to it in the description below. So we can see that we're in January here, and the first thing I want to point out is if we scroll down a little bit here and look at transactions, it says that I have £0 left to spend, and that's really good because that means that all of my income minus my expenses equals zero, which means this is a zero-based budget. You will see as I go through that I have overspent and underspent in some categories, but that's okay because the difference on my overall budget is zero. So first of all, my income for January, first of all my salary, I plan to bring in £2,082. As I've said a few times before, this isn't my actual salary. I've deducted my giving category from this before, just to give me a little bit of privacy on what my actual income is and what my giving amount is. So my salary minus giving is £2,082, and I received that much, so that's remaining is zero. I did have some extra unexpected income this month. You can see this line that says compensation, and that was £280. I actually added this in just after I made my January 2021 budget with me video, as I found out that I would be getting this money. When I was first trying to get out of debt, I did use a company that I would pay a lump sum to, and they would split it up and pay all of the various things that I owed money on. And that went quite well, but there was one of my accounts where they actually lost the money for about 8 months. They did luckily find those transactions in the end, but they did compensate me for the kind of trouble that was caused there. It was more of a goodwill gesture from them, just more of an apology of what happened. And I actually received that money this month, so that was an extra £280 income on my budget, which you'll see how I spent that later on. So if we look at debts, we can see that I originally planned to pay off £685, and I managed to pay £757, which is £72 more than I expected to. This is just because further down there's some categories that I didn't spend as much money in. And the great news about this is that I was originally aiming to get out of debt in April, and this is now looking like it's going to be March, which is awesome. So it's February now actually, so that's only one more month to go before I'm debt free. Next is my funds. So my emergency fund, I put £500 in. As I explained before, I already have £1,000 in the emergency fund, but at the start of this year I decided to increase that to £2,000 as a starter, just because of what's going on in the world, and I felt that that would make me feel more comfortable. Next is gifts. I plan to save £20 and I saved £20, holiday £20, moving fund £100, tax bill £100, and Christmas £20, and we can see that I did actually save that exact amount for each of these categories, so all of these have £0 remaining. Next is household expenses. Again, these all have £0 remaining, so I'll just go through what I spent. Rent was £4.50, electricity was £29, water was £13, insurance was £7, and council tax was £104. Next we move on to bills, and again the budget was right. I planned the exact right amount, which is why all of these have a remaining amount of zero. So my phone was £11, my internet was £29, and I have some cloud storage subscription, which is £3. And last but certainly not least is my general category. This is where things start to get a little bit choppy. So first of all, we have groceries. I plan to spend £150. I spent £3 more than that, which is not too bad, so which is £153. Toiletries, I planned for £20. I spent £17, which means I had £3 left. So my groceries and toiletries kind of balance each other out. My household expenses, I planned to spend £30. I actually didn't hardly spend anything on this category. I can't even remember what this £8 was, to be honest, but it was probably just something really insignificant. But nevertheless, I spent £8, which means I had £22 left. Haircut, obviously we're in full lockdown right now. I did plan to spend £21, but I couldn't get a haircut, as you can probably tell, unfortunately, so I didn't spend any, so I still had £21 left. And finally, my miscellaneous category, I planned for £50. I spent £21, and that means I have £29 left. My miscellaneous category, as I said before, we had some people leaving from work, so I contributed a little bit of money for that, and there were some other little things in that category as well. So all of these amounts left over here is why I was able to put a little bit more towards my debt this month. But as I said at the start, everything works out at zero, and we can tell that because it says here that we have £0 left to spend. So next I want to take a look at my funds to see how they're getting on. So as this was the first month that I started saving towards funds, the balances are actually exactly the same as these. So I'll just show you that quickly. My emergency fund is now £1,500. My gifts is £20, holidays £20, moving fund £100. My tax bill is at £100 and Christmas is at £20. Which means in total, my total balance for my funds is £1,760. And finally, my debts, we'll have a look at that. So I only have one debt, which is a credit card. My balance is £1,376.45, which is great because, as I said at the start of this video, it means I only have 2 more months left. And actually, it's only 1 more month because it's now February. Which I'll be making a payment towards debt. I actually already have made that payment, so my last payment will come next month in March, which is really exciting, and it means that I'll be done with debt and I can move on to baby step 3, which is saving my fully funded emergency fund. That's all for today. If you've enjoyed this video, please give me a like and leave a comment if you have some feedback on my budget. And if you've enjoyed this video and want to see similar videos, please feel free to hit the subscribe button as well. Next week, I'll be talking all about emergency funds, so what they are, why we need them, and some of the ways in which we can save towards them. If you want to check out that video, make sure you do hit that subscribe button so you don't miss it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you again next time.